Alright, off we go. I wonder what. Luckily that was a chest back there, but I might be seeing things. So on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, we crossed the moon flow and Bhed attacked us and kidnapped Yuna. Put her in a little bubble, but we stopped their Machina and brought her back with us.
Kimari fail as guardian on Shupov. Kimari never fail again.
Hey Cappy, how you doing,
Might
man?
be more out bed. Keep watch, yeah?
Is it a lot of space at the end of the day, Megman? It's good to know.
Looks like we're stuck here for a while.
Cappy, remind me to send you a message. I wanted to add a password to the Mumble server. Right now you can get in with just the IP import. Just by my email. The password that I'd like to add to it is the one that was in my email from this morning, if that helps.
Oh, Wakka, at your service.
There's a new model of the PS4 dropping. It's a terabyte model. I always gotta buy stuff from Wakka if he has good stuff. Today he doesn't.
Guard Yuna.
Thanks, Auron. Very helpful. These are all Guado dudes. Very good, Cappy, thank you. I did add one to the channel itself, but I thought maybe it would, the server-side password was something on your dashboard end. Because I added one, but someone was able to join even without it. A subscriber. Hey, it's Rikku. Terra Strong.
You're not dead?
Graphics. Gratuitous booty graphics.
Thought I was done for back there.
Ah! Rikku! You're Rikku! Hey! You're okay! How you been?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, Big Man.
Terrible.
Yeah, you don't look so good. What happened?
You beat me up, remember?
Huh? Oh, that Machina? That was you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that really hurt, you know. You big meanie.
Wait, but you attacked us!
Nuh-uh, it's not exactly what you think.
Yo! Friend of yours.
And you could say that.
Pleased to meet ya. I'm Rikku.
Yuna, Lulu, I told you about her, remember? She was the one who helped me before I was washed up on Bhed. She's in our bed.
Wow, so you like all your life. What luck meeting here, huh? Praise be to Yevon.
You not paying attention there, Wakka? Wakka hates Bhed.
So, Rikku, you look a little beat up. You okay?
Wakka.
Huh? What?
There's something we need to discuss.
Oh, go ahead.
Girls only. Boys, please wait over there.
Right.
How did
Sorry,
they
Wakka.
communicate that to each other?
Huh? What? Ah.
So what I get from that is that Rikku communicates via, like, squirrel hand gestures, and Lulu communicates via sighing.
Sir Auron, I would like Rikku to be my guardian.
Show me your face.
Huh?
Look at me.
Oh, okay.
Open your eyes. As I thought.
No good?
Are you certain?
100%. So, anyway, can I?
If Yuna wishes it.
Yes, I do.
Riku's a good girl. She helped me a bunch.
That explains the frustration when you don't read their mind.
Well, I'm for it. The more the merrier.
Righto. Then I'll just have to be the merriest.
It was strange. Even though Wakka had always hated the Bhed,
Rikku, at your service.
he never realized Rikku was one of them.
Even though, like, Tidus pulled one of those, Saturday morning cartoon style. She's an Bhed.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
I might just build Rikku as Rikku, so I have at least one character who's not completely gimped. This is the expert sphere grid, so I can build any character however I want. I'll just put her down her own path. Right.
Yahoo!
Ow.
Oh. You should know, I'm scary when I get mad. I'm gonna use that item I just got on you. You'll be sorry.
It's a clever way to fit a tutorial and just put it in the next random battle. Hey, Robert Nickel, heck yeah. Firestorm. Mix, I believe, is the crazy OP, like, if you're doing a no sphere grid run, this is how you beat the game item, or limit. So people will do like a no mix
What did
speedrun
you
or
just
no mix
do?
challenge run of the
That
game.
was great!
I can combine items and use them like this. It's not
Too
that
late,
tough,
Robert.
really.
I thought that was the case, but I figured, I'll just use it. Alright, where is Rikku on the sphere grid? So where is she supposed to start, right? So if I were to progress her on a normal path, what would I do? Wouldn't go that way. Go up maybe, and then down, and then right, and then okay. Okay. I know what to do. It's a classic, Robert. I'm playing the remaster version, so the music suffers a little bit. We're doing the expert sphere grid. This is my wife Andrea's first Final Fantasy. She named the main character Tyler, like Tyler, but with an accent over the E. Just trying to get her XP. Tidus is the white mage, exactly.
You gotten any better?
Just watch.
An Arctic wind. Nice, Robert. Alright, well... Definitely need some more hit points. Don't hit Rikku.
I thought I was gonna die.
RZ4 on Virtual Console. Good choice. So I gotta get everyone to get their attacks off first, I guess. Ten, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 13. That's all over the place. I was 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I'm fine.
11, 12,
I'm fine.
13, 14. Well, I guess 1, 2, and 3 were in there somewhere. Probably in between 10 and 11. Lulu. You're up, girl.
So, how shall we do this?
She's already active and again, I'm gonna have Wakka try to finish it off. Good enough. We'll put Yuna in charge of healing everybody, because even though she's not our main white mage, not using her MP on anything else. Pretty much until you get her some more hit point nodes. Like I was saying, you're doing a mode where no one has any nodes on the sphere grid. He's one of the most OP characters in the game. These guys are weak against ice. That overkill. I might actually kill it, we'll see. Just wind it. That's a nice order, Chaos. Damn it, Andrea! My wife, AMA 4043. Yeah, I guess if you defend and then switch, that's not a bad way to do it. I don't want to risk physically attacking.
Yuna here.
Do a cheer. I'll probably pull in Lulu for the XP. I think I'm kind of at the point where I just need to decide on a party though. It takes so long to use everybody once in every single random battle. Should probably have Yuna in there. Yeah. 2 and 8, both the games where they were trying something drastically different and new. Varying levels of success. Very nice, Robert. Yeah, I discovered emulators because of Final Fantasy V. I've shared this story a lot, but like, I played what we then knew as 2 and 3, 4 and 6 on the Super Nintendo. Heard about 7 being released in a magazine, and I was like, what happened to 4, 5, and 6? Did my online research, found out the facts. 5 was one of the first major Japan-only games to be translated.
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guadosalam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Oh, Trummel Guado.
Twist our arms, why don't you? Ah, I almost forgot.
Hey, about time. Ah, that makes sense, Mega Man. Hey, Flarewing, how you been, man? This is why you want to get items that have empty slots. And spend items that you find usually via stealing to add new effects to things. Yeah, you joined our party, Andrea. Andrea wasn't having Seymour. I don't think it's a spoiler to say as soon as you see this, like,
What would you do without
dude who kind of looks like Sephiroth with, like, evil veins across his chest and a soft-spoken voice, that probably not your best friend. Take a random guess. God, the ordering of the equipment is all goofy. Do I have to, like, sort it or something? Here we go, that's better. Try that again. There we go. Can't customize Brotherhood, unfortunately. Okay, I don't think I'm really interested in customizing any of this. Maybe her item, if it's cheapish to do so. That's cool. It means whenever she attacks, she takes the orb she wants. I might take that actually. Going well, Flarewing. Having a good time. Glad to be playing this game again.
Oh, how fare you, Sir Guardian? It seems that Maester Seymour has returned to Guadosalam. He's young, but he deserves our respect.
Hey, Macon, favorite voice actor? Maybe later. I feel like they added save points healing you to full later because there's still ends.
Care to hear about the Farplane or the Fireflies? Ahem. The Farplane's the place where fireflies born from ascending gather. They appear in the shape of people who've died and gone to the Farplane. Quite the phenomenon. How I wish I understood it more fully. The Bhed have a theory, you know. They say the fireflies are just reacting to visitors' thoughts and dreams. But only the dead appear on the Farplane. No image of the living has ever been seen. It's a great mystery, but maybe the dead leave a bit of themselves in the hearts of the living. And that little bit borrows the fireflies' power for their paranormal performance. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say,
Power for paranormal performance. Listen to that alliteration from Macon. He says those two things a lot when you talk to him. He says, or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that.
Care to hear about
the
Farplane? They may be called fireflies, but they aren't really flies.
I should add that, like, the name Fireflies is a remarkably clever localization of whatever the Japanese name was, right? Because it's joking on fireflies and pyre, like a funeral pyre where you burn someone who's died. So coming up with that, whoever came up with that must have had a lot of pats on the back from his office workers, I hope. His or her office workers.
There are those lights you see whenever a fiend dies. The little fellows are responsible for a few fantastic phenomena. Visions of the past, spheres, fiends, these are all the fireflies doing. In fact, fireflies had something to do with aeons, too. The dreams of the faith reach through the spirit of the summoner. And that which is unreal becomes real for all to see. Or maybe not, who knows? And that,
As they say, is that. Makin's one of my favorite, like, rando NPCs in Final Fantasy X. There's a bunch of them. Especially in this game. Not really important to the plot, but gives a lot of flavor. I do take that as the highest of praise. Thank you, Cappy. Good looking out. Was it something that had to be on your end? Or was I crazy? Or maybe not. Who knows? And that, as they say, is that. Old Guado. There's apparently a very formal way of speaking in Japanese that's often translated into English as being, like, not Old English, but, like, you know, formal medieval English. Frog in Chrono Trigger is supposed to speak in this very short, terse, laconic style, and they translated him in the Super Nintendo version as having this, like, Old English accent, saying thou and prithee and that kind of a thing. Cyan was kind of the same thing. You might want to pick up some of this yellow stuff. There's a lot of enemies that use lightning coming up very soon. It's expensive though, so... Cool. Thanks, Cappy.
Oh!
Flirting. And then Wakka sold me some items. Discount he gives you based on the number of times you've donated in the past. That, as they say, is that. Fatal Ketchi. Thought you were supposed to pronounce that apparently, but you kind of sound like an ass when you do. I think he gives you a discount. Yeah, these are cheaper than if I were to buy them from the main dude. But I think I'm okay. I mean, if I really wanted any of these, it might be the Fatal Ketchi. Death Touch means that when she physically attacks, it has a chance to automatically kill whatever she hits. But, none of those are particularly singing to me. Oh, I will. You notice they completely redid all of the, pre-rendered backgrounds for some of those maps that we enter. I think I can get this guy to join my Blitzball team. His contract expires. But I probably won't be doing much more Blitzball on stream. Hey Axtall, how you doing? Yeah, right, Broken One? Traveling guy just walks into the Guadosalam store and, like, steals customers. Undercuts him right in front of him. What a dick. Yeah, right, Robert? I might consider using it, though. I think I'm building her as a physical attacker. Nice. I got one of those GameCube adapters on pre-order from Amazon, I think, a few months before Smash 4 came out, before anyone knew that they were going to be super rare. Yeah, Seymour Megman. Guados now worship Yevon. Put yourself a Lord Seymour. Yeah, right, Robert. Runs really fast across the screen. Nice. Yeah, I've got 4 GameCube controllers. One of them is a Wavebird. What's up, Wakka?
I don't
Yeah,
like
so
the
Wakka's
smell of
saying
this
that in the
one, eh?
music playing right now. I'm sure that Seymour's a good guy forever, right?
These are the past leaders of the Guado.
They all look the same.
Maester Seymour doesn't look like them, no.
Don't you know? The last leader, Maester Jiskel, wed a human woman. She was Seymour's mother.
Oh.
Interesting. Of Auron?
Stay close to Yuna.
I wonder what smells so nice.
Why does he
I
want
don't know.
to see me?
Kimari not like Mr. Seymour.
Poor Yuna.
This way, please.
HDL might X-Stall. HDL, do you want to play X-Stall? What's up, Tremel?
This way, please.
I'll be playing some more Smash this Wednesday from noon to 3 Pacific, and then Mario Maker from 2 to 6. Although I might reverse that order. We'll see.
I will go inform Lord Seymour. Please wait here.
There's no temple here in Guadosalam, see? Summoners usually just pass through on their
Ooh,
way
I'll have to back up for
elsewhere.
it, Robert.
What?
I didn't even ask a question and you're explaining things.
You'd rather I say nothing, then?
No. Maybe you finally believe I don't know anything about Spira. And maybe that means you believe me about Xanarkand, too?
Well, there are many things I do not know. Your Xanarkand is one of those things. I suppose I can't say what I think, either way. Still, be careful. You shouldn't tell other people.
Look at
Yeah,
that
I
spread.
know.
Any guess, Auron? Stay close to Yuna? Oh.
Stay on your guard.
Why? This guy's just a priest, right?
Those with power use that power. Maesters have power.
Wait. You sure you don't have something against Yevon?
I lived a long time in Xanarkand.
Ah.
Interesting.
Kimari speak no more.
It's cool, Kamari.
This is good.
Tara Strong is a great voice actress. Yeah, I agree, Robert. Lulu's a badass.
What could it be? Oh.
Calm down.
I get the feeling he called us up here for more than just dinner.
Really cool cutscene coming up, by the way. If you're alt tab, you might want to tab in. One of the prettiest in the whole game.
Truly, it is good to have guests again. Since Lord Jiskel passed away, these halls have been too quiet.
The death of Lord Jiskel was a great loss for all of Spira.
Was this Maester
Seymour's
Jiskel
dad was
really
Maester.
such a great guy?
He brought the teachings of Yevon to the Guado. He was truly a great man.
Truly a loss for us all. But now, a new leader, Lord Seymour, has come before us. Lord Seymour is the child of a Guado and a human. He will be the tie that binds our two races together. But that is not all, I think. Lord Seymour, he will surely become the shining star that lights the way for all the peoples of Spira.
That is enough trouble. Must I always endure such praise? Welcome.
You wanted to see me?
Please, make yourselves at home. There's no rush.
Please keep this short. Yuna must rush.
Pardon me.
Auron.
It's been a long time since I had guests. Lady Yuna, this way.
Here's the crazy cutscene I mentioned.
This sphere is a reconstruction created from the thoughts of the dead that wander the far.
Xanarkin?
Correct. Xanarkin, as it looked 1,000 years ago. The great and wondrous Machina city, Xanarkin. She once lived in this metropolis.
She who?
I said I'll typically be quiet during cutscenes, so I'm not talking over the voice actors.
Lady Yunalesca!
She was the first person to defeat sin and save the world from its ravages. And you have inherited her name.
It was my father who named me.
Lord Braska was entrusting you with a great task. He wanted you to face sin as Lady Yunalesca did. However, Lady Yunalesca did not save the world alone. To defeat the undefeatable sin, it took an unbreakable bond of love, of the kind that binds two hearts for eternity.
What's he whispering to her? Right, Mega Man. Yunalesca's clothes are a little ridiculous. Right, Darkstar. Hey girl, you gotta watch that. Hey girl, you like them fruit baskets?
Wow, your face is beet red.
You okay?
He asked me to marry him.
You serious? Hey!
You know what Yuna must do.
Of course. Lady Yuna. No, all summoners are charged with bringing peace to Spira. But this means more than just defeating sin. She must ease the suffering of all Spira. She must be a leader for the people. I proposed to Lady Yuna as a maester of Yevon.
Spira is no playhouse. A moment's diversion may amuse an audience, but it changes nothing.
Even so, the actors must play their parts. There's no need to answer right away. Please, think it over.
We will do so then. We leave.
Lady Yuna, I await your favorable reply. Why are you still here, sir? I beg your pardon. We Guado are keen to the scent of the
What does
Farplanes.
that mean, Seymour? Tidus, that's not okay. It is not okay to go smell Auron. That's the correct response. There are a few new games on the next game vote list posted here. Since Valkyria Chronicles 1, Dark Souls has replaced Valkyria Chronicles on the list. You can vote for that. You can also vote for Dragon Quest Monsters Jokers. You can vote for Legend of Legaia. Dead Space is on there as well. I went ahead and hid Kami's Row because there was some confusion around it. We will play Ogre Battle 64
Yuna, the
once we
High
beat Ogre Battle
Summoner's
1.
daughter, Seymour, the leader of the Guado, married in the name of Yevon, overcoming the barriers of race. It would give Spira something cheery to talk about for a change.
Sounds just like a passing daydream, like Auron says.
Come on, let's just get on with the pilgrimage. I mean, marriage?
Jealous?
What? No way. We gotta defeat sin. Romance can wait.
You sure picked a fine time to lay this one on us.
Maybe it is a fine time.
You serious?
If my getting married would help Spira, if it would make people happy, if I could do that for people, maybe I should do what I can. I never imagined doing anything like this, but I won't answer till I know what's right.
Seriously?
You could always just quit your pilgrimage and get married.
Right, broken one.
I will. Go on. I'm sure that Lord Seymour will understand.
I guess so.
I am a summoner. I must fight and defeat sin.
Like Braska before you.
I had to stop myself from shouting. What's there to think about?
I'm going to the Farplane. I'm going to see my father and think on this.
Go on. We'll be right behind you.
I wondered why none of the others ever asked Yuna. Do you love Seymour? Do you even like him?
It'll make Yevon happy, D-Rock. There are new tiers. There are new Sphere Point discounts now because of Patreon. It used to be if you were a subscriber on Hitbox, you could only donate $5. So that's still the baseline. You get a 20% discount when voting if you donate $5 on Patreon. It's 35% for 10 and 50% for 15 or more. So if you want to make a large vote and you were planning on using Patreon, switching to Patreon, keep that in mind. God, Flarewing. If Flarewing hears Dark Souls is on the list and just starts spamming votes, you can fill out the form on there if
About
you
this
want
Farplane.
to do a mass
When
vote with
somebody
however many
dies,
Sphere
a
points you
summoner
have.
sends them to the Farplane, right? So their souls, or whatever they are, they go to the Farplane, right? But that's the Farplane we're going to, right? And Yuna's old man's there too? Do dead people live there or something?
You thinking those
Is
funny
it
thoughts
permamist,
again,
Robert? Can I go back in there?
Yeah. You'll see once we get there.
Guess I don't know my secret chests very well in this game.
Aren't you coming?
I do not belong there.
You're scared.
Searching the past to find the future. This is all that is there. I need it not. You'd better be going.
You're not really going to see the dead. More like your memories of them. People think of their relatives, and the fireflies react to them. They take on the form of the dead person. An illusion, nothing else. Well, have fun.
What? You're not going either, Rikku?
I keep my memories inside.
Huh?
Memories are nice, but that's all they are.
Yeah, the HD version's pretty close to the original.
You're still here.
The menus look much cleaner, for example, and it looks much better coming through on an HDMI cable. Most of any of the pre-rendered backgrounds have been totally redone from scratch. That's where you could notice it the most. You can swap between the original and remix soundtrack on the PS4. I need to drop everything I'm doing and buy the PS4 version. I hate the remastered soundtrack. When did that get released, Darkstar? Is it a separate disc?
What the?
The soundtrack in the original game is outstanding, Kai. Have you heard the remastered version and the HD version, though? They changed a lot of the songs unnecessarily. Like, the songs are the same, but they use different instruments. Another really cool cutscene if you're all tabbed. I'm going to tab in to see the Farplane. Crap. Yeah. Uematsu's my favorite video game composer of all time. Okay. Do you have a favorite Final Fantasy title? Is it this one?
The Farplane was cool, but I couldn't stop thinking about Yuna. Her parents, they looked so happy together. But it got me worried that maybe seeing them would make Yuna really consider Seymour's
proposal. 8. That's an interesting choice. 8 is quite popularly reviled. The more I think about it, and the more I talk to people who really like 8, I really don't dislike it all that much. We'll be playing it on stream. The purpose of this stream is I want to play through and beat every awesome game that's ever been made. And I think 8 is included in that list, even though it's one of my less favorite Final Fantasies. I'm looking forward to playing it with an audience, hopefully including people who are big fans of 8, kind of extol its virtues.
Yo, Chappu! Meant to come see you earlier, yeah? Sorry. I know you won't hold it against me. I gave up that game. I'm a guardian from here on, you know? This guy looks a lot like you. Showed up. Traveling with him,
He has the same face as
maybe
Tidus.
you were still alive somewhere, yeah? But then again, here you are on the Farplane. Guess your place is here. So, how you been? Oh, that guy I just told you about? I gave him your sword. He likes it.
Huh? Whoa.
Oh, really? Okay, Robert, I'll go for it. I didn't know that existed. The 8 soundtrack is outstanding. Say what you want about that game. Very, very good.
He is dead, and I am still alive. Coming here really makes that clear. I should focus more on what I have to do now.
What?
I'm not even sure what I'm saying.
Don't you mean that you should leave Chappu behind? I'm sure he was a great guy, but there'll be others.
That's a possibility.
How about Wakka?
What, me? With Wakka?
Yeah, you two get along great.
Getting along isn't enough. Not even close.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
You'd do well
Lulu's got
to
it right.
remember that. Knowing a bit about women might come in handy someday.
Yeah, I'll remember.
I won't be forgetting either. Goodbye, Chappu. You always said I looked grumpy.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Koi.
But those were the happiest days.
It's okay if
of
I
my
pronounce
life.
your name Koi? Kai, maybe? Usually pretty good with that, but... Yeah, nostalgia is a huge driver. Like, I tried to get my wife to play Final Fantasy VII, and she couldn't play it because she doesn't have the PS1 nostalgia to deal with those kinds of graphics. She'll probably play the HD remaster when it comes out. And 7's just an objectively good game. I don't think anyone can say they really hate
Yuna?
it.
I've decided.
It's not my favorite FF, but it's quite good.
Really? That's good.
I remember when I was only 7 years old in Bhed that day. My father had defeated Sin, and the whole town was out in the streets. Everyone was laughing. They all seemed so happy. If I defeated Sin, that would make everyone happy, wouldn't it? I must do what everyone wants, not just what I want.
Let's go back. You gotta tell Seymour.
Before that, call Sir Jet. Give it a try.
Huh?
Don't worry. He won't come.
Trying not to think about my old man made me think about him, of course.
See, told you.
He isn't here because he's not dead. He's Sin.
That means he's alive, you know.
What if my old man really is Sin? What would I say to Yuna? Heck, to everybody in Spira. Wait, why should I have to apologize for him anyway? I'd rather never see him again.
What makes you hate him so?
Everything he does just makes me mad. It was his fault that me and my mother... Mom? It's her.
She's very pretty.
But... wait. No one ever performed the sending for her.
She must have accepted death while she was still alive.
Whoa there. That's my mother you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I just... figured something out.
What?
Why I hate my old man.
Because I try not to talk too much over top of the voice acting. The people who just want to listen to that can.
See, so I told him what I thought of him right there.
What? Really?
Course.
I suppose, but... Mommy! Just a sec, dear.
Whenever my old man was around, my mother wouldn't even look at me. Maybe that's when I started to resent him, even hate him. When he left us, Mom just lost her energy.
Is she all right?
Why should you care?
If she dies, I wouldn't know what to do.
Don't say Mom is gonna die.
I apologize.
The old lady next door told me, when a lovebird dies, the one left behind, it just gives up living so it can join its mate. It was just like that. I hated my old man even more. But really, my old man...
Mommy! Just a sec, dear.
Go to him. He'll cry if you don't.
Oh, man. I must sound so stupid.
I don't think so.
How embarrassing.
Well, need some more time.
No. I'm ready.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, so the correct way to pronounce the name is Tidus. And if you
Thanks
catch me
for
saying
waiting.
it that way, I'll give you all
I'll go
your
give
points.
my answer to Maester Seymour.
Lord Jiskel!
Oh, Lord Jiskel!
He does not belong here.
Why?
Yuna, send him.
Lord Jiskel.
He is Lord Jiskel no more. Send him now.
As funny as that running joke is of like the don't pronounce it correctly, say Tidus, like, I wonder how many people have walked in and heard me say Tidus and immediately walked out.
Talk later. We leave now.
What was that just now? That really Lord Jiskel?
I don't understand how a man like Lord Jiskel can die and not be sent.
I would think that he was sent once, but he stayed on Spira. Something, a powerful emotion, could have bound him to this world. Such things happen.
That's against the rules, isn't it?
It means he died an unclean death.
You got Cloud, Squall, Laguna, and then Tidus. That one was actually unintentional. As your Tidus, excuse me. Everyone's gonna get all their sphere points for voting for games. Robert tells me there's a secret chest. Oh, you can kind of see it. Oh, that's messed up. Look how hidden it is. Yeah. Is that where the sword gets upgraded? I think it does secretly, but I'm not making that up. Yeah, see, it doesn't tell you, but they show off the sword when Wakka is talking to Chappu, and we noticed before the sword only had strength plus 5%. Now it has strength plus 10, water strike, and sensor on it. So I will go ahead and equip that. Be particularly useful in the area we're going to. It was technically conveyed, it wasn't completely hidden.
I will go. Meet with Maester Seymour.
Yuna, Jiskel is the Guado's problem, not yours.
Tidus, 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 Tidus.
What?
So Lulu,
Would have been productive
what
to
do you
your
think about
Alchemist
Yuna getting married?
As long as the pilgrimage continues, either way's fine.
That's it? What if she doesn't even like the guy? Is that okay?
People marry for many reasons.
What's that mean?
Sometimes marriage doesn't require love, you know? Defeat sin and bring joy to the people of Spira. Get married and bring joy to the people of Spira. For Yuna, they're just two ways down the same road. All you need is determination. If you have that, you don't need love.
I don't know. I just don't get it.
Compulsively saving my gil to never ever use it on anything. That's what I have to spend it on.
Listen, if Yuna gets married, then
What? That again?
Yes. If she is to marry, I would want her to marry for love.
See?
But if Yuna said she wanted to marry the one she loves, I would have to object.
Huh? You're not making much sense.
I know.
Lulu?
I've talked enough about that.
What?
I'm sorry, just forget about it.
Jeez, grumpy.
You'll understand one of these days. I just don't want to give it words, not yet. I shouldn't have to say this, but don't fall in love with her.
Oh man, I'll put this to a stream vote. I don't remember if it actually does anything. If people have talked with Yojimbo, I'm trying to avoid like major story spoilers. If you just like call an Aeon by name that you get later in the game, it's not the end of the world. But don't like reveal anything major about the story. I've played this game a bajillion times, but part of what I'm trying to do with the channel here is complete full playthroughs of games. And there's a lot of people in chat who haven't played, well, maybe not right now, but there are people in chat now and people eventually on YouTube who have not played FF10 before, so it would be cool if they get to experience it as a, you know, first time playthrough. Okay, we're going to start the timer here. Chocolate hot dog. You can type vote 1, okay, vote 2, too late, and vote 3, you're more my type, Lulu. Man, people got it in for goth chick with the belts. Andrew, I didn't know you were Team Lulu. Has Yojimbo been in other ones? I thought Yojimbo was a 10 exclusive Aeon. I'm surprised they didn't make Yojimbo Gilgamesh. He's got a dog.
Interesting. I suppose I could add you to my list. I wish you good luck, little boy. You're going to need it.
We leave as soon as Yuna returns.
Yojimbo's pretty similar to Gilgamesh, and he's got a dog.
I'm a little worried about Lord Jyscal. I wonder if Maester Seymour has heard.
For a while there, I was a little worried about what was gonna happen, you know?
Flarewing, I think there's a TV Tropes article on this, and like JRPGs, you know, a battle-hardened veteran is like 17 years old. And if you're like in your 20s, if you're like 22, you're basically like 50. You're ancient. Especially if you're a female character. That's what makes Lost Odyssey is really unusual. Because you're playing as a 1,000-year-old character who's like a great-grandpa. That'll be a fun one to play on stream eventually.
When we leave here, we have to go through the Thunder Plains next, you know?
Oh, poor Rikku.
Stand thunder.
I never actually beat Lost Odyssey. It's made by Hironobu Sakaguchi. He broke off from Square to make this company called Mistwalker, and they've done Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, Last Story, and maybe a couple other titles. Terra Battle. Lost Odyssey is a great game. Really good soundtrack. I mean, it's Uematsu, so you can't go wrong. Blue Dragon's quite good too.
We leave as soon as Yuna returns. I
Yeah.
trust you'll be ready.
I kind of ran into the same
We
boat. I
leave
didn't
as
get that
soon as
far,
you-
but I got to a dungeon where there were just so many battles, and I died at one point and lost all my progress, and I just got completely unmotivated. But the story is really cool. Very unusual for a JRPG. They like contracted in this famous Japanese author to contribute to it.
For a while there, I was a little worried about what was gonna happen, you know? For a while there.
Oh, geez, D-Rock. That sucks. Can you try again later tonight and then let me know if you're still having the problem? Yeah, there's this whole thing where like the main character is supposed to be an immortal, so he's lived for like 1,000 years, and he keeps flashing back to things that happened in his very long life, and those are these dreams that Kai is talking about. And it's really cool because they're all different like lives that he lived. Where like, you know, one time he tried to settle down and have a family. How well that turned out, all that kind of thing. Very unusual game. I think I'm supposed to spend the night, I'm not 100% sure. I need to send a message to Hitbox about that. Yeah. It seems like it's the easiest thing to write your JRPG story about a 17-year-old boy, because you're going to reach the biggest number of, you know, stereotypical gamers. So it was certainly very different of them to have the protagonist be this really old dude. He looks like he's a 17-year-old boy, but he's really an old dude.
Guado potions good. Buy some before leaving.
Final Fantasy XII almost did that, not with a 1,000-year-old dude, but Bosch was supposed to be the main character, and at the last minute they changed their mind and added Vaughn and Pinello, even though they have nothing to do with the main plot.
Oh. Thank ye.
That's true. You raise a good point. I didn't think about it that way, Kai. Yeah, if you have young characters, then they don't need to have a backstory. That's usually why you'll see them, like one of the first things that'll happen to people is they'll lose their parents, so there's less reason to care about their backstory. Oh, no, that's soft drink. I bought a few of them, but I can't justify spending too much more gil on that. But Bosch and Ash are the main characters. Tidus is a really good example of a Luke Skywalker character. I've talked about that a bit on stream before, where like he is by design. He knows nothing about the game world, so they can use him as a narrative vehicle to inform you about the rules of the world.
I'm a little... I wonder if Maester Seymour has heard.
For a while
12's a tough game to get into, I agree.
We leave as soon as...
Can you do something else that's secret? Okay, I hope not, D-Rock. I'd hope you'd have to do it through Hitbox. You could try PayPal. I'll ask, so D-Rock is trying to switch his subscription from Hitbox over to Patreon. For the folks in chat who were previously subscribing on Hitbox, canceled and switched, did you have any trouble with canceling your subscriptions on Hitbox? Switch over? Okay, I think this is the way you're supposed to go.
My, was the Lady Summoner not with you?
No, she's at Seymour's place.
That's Maester Seymour, or Lord Seymour.
Oh, I'll be careful. Sorry.
That's all right. Oh, Maester Seymour left Guadosalam a short while ago.
You serious?
I believe he went to the temple in Macalania. Maester Seymour is also the high priest of that temple.
Whoa, I gotta tell the others.
Weird. Seymour's at Macalania. This game's gonna date itself when Tidus tries to remember the name of Macalania Temple later.
Lord Jiskel, please tell me. What can I do to help?
Yuna, let's go!
I think that the page is failing him. I think D-Rock has gotten to that page, but it's like taking too long to load.
They say Seymour went to Macalania Temple.
Macalania Temple.
Aye?
What I don't get is, why would the Lord Maester head off without a peep to anyone?
Maybe he wasn't expecting Yuna's answer so soon.
Ah, that's probably it.
Yuna, what is it?
Oh, nothing.
You're a poor liar.
It's true, it's nothing. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, maybe try again later tonight or tomorrow. If they bill you again, let me know so I can yell at them. The browser could work too.
Oh no! We're here!
How are we supposed to cross that?
See the lightning rod towers? The lightning is drawn to them, hopefully.
We head north, not too near and not too far from the towers, yeah?
Meaning we should avoid wide open areas.
I think I forgot something in Guadosalam.
Nice knowing you.
Okay, I'll go.
Alright, so I am going to attempt to do the 200 lightning strikes at some point, not at great length. I'm going to set a time limit to maybe 15-20 minutes. However, I'm not going to do it until I get a thing that gives me 0 encounters later in the game, because it's way too hard to do if you're getting a new encounter every time you bounce back. Can't get away with mashing X. I've done it before. Oh, gross. I don't like the new Thunderplanes music. Oh, is there a best place to do it? What makes it the best, Robert? He's on if it's a problem on both the phone and the iPad, I'm guessing it's not a browser issue. Probably just the site is down. I'm gonna use water on whichever one we eventually try to kill. Try to kill this one first. Yeah, new music makes me really sad. The worst one, Kai, is my favorite song in the series, well, in Final Fantasy X, is People of the North Pole, the Ronso song, and they butchered it, man. It sounds nothing like the original. It makes me so sad. Really? Yeah, can you, like, Twitch message that to me, Robert? See you, Andrea. Are you able to click it to unsubscribe successfully, Cappy? Maybe he has a lightning elemental blitzball at the moment, which is not good. I guess Dark Attack might do the element. Ow. Holy crap. We gotta... Game gets serious on the Thunderplanes, folks. I can kill some of them here and maybe reevaluate.
Now!
Maybe go back into the town and buy some more like lightning gear. God. Gotcha, Robert. Oops. Well, already failed, huh? So you're telling me there's an area where if you stand there, the timing is always the same? You don't, like, jump back in an odd manner? I'm gonna go everybody else lightning gear. Let's not have a Thunderblade. Seems like a bad decision. Probably have somebody else. Well, maybe I'll just always have Yuna out, because then she's immune to stone. If everyone has been stoned, then it's game over. You don't want that. Base strike one's probably fine. Oh, interesting, Robert. I wonder if that's still true in this version. I'm going to try to test it here. In the second half of the Thunder Plains, on the east side, there's a crater. If you run from the pillar where you can't get hit to the crater, it'll always strike you as you cross the line. That's smart. I might need to do that. Definitely something you want to do when you have no encounters turned on though, right? So you're not getting into random battles the whole time. The way I'd usually do it is just stand totally still and wait. Which you still end up getting random encounters even if you don't want them with that method. Cool. That's a cool trick. I will do that then. One of those, this game has been out long enough that someone could finally find something like that out. Hey, I'm about to get Fira. That's exciting. Lulu. That's the inn. The item shop is upstairs. I don't know if Wakka's still there now that I left once, but I'll give it a shot. No, he left. That's okay. Fyra? No, I think I've said Fira, Thundaga, and Blizzaga. Fyra, and Fyraga. That's an example of me being inconsistent in my application of my pronunciation rules, right? Because, like, Japanese it would be Fira if it's spelled that way. F-I-R-A. They'll always pronounce an I alone as a E sound.
Please don't make it rumble.
But under that logic, I should be pronouncing Tidus as Tidus, and not the other way, correct way. I'm just saying that to be obstinate. I recognize it's not really the right way to pronounce it. Ah, boo. Boo earns. That was lucky. I think that was actually gonna win. Man, these dudes are nasty.
Allow
I'm
me.
gonna bring her in last for some overkills. I'm gonna try to get her the people XP first. Pretty well. Happy with that. You okay there, Yuna? Let Lulu finish it off. Oh, these are the thingamajig. Tidus can probably get a bunch of damage off. Not a bunch, just a little bit, apparently. You got this, Wakka? Not particularly. Wakka needs way more magic. We're choosing to gimp ourselves in the expert sphere grid by putting everybody down weird paths. So like Wakka's a black mage, but he still doesn't have enough magic nodes to make him competitive with Lulu. So effectively, it just makes everybody weaker than they normally would be. Remember right, Rikku starts out not having a lot of hit points, but they try to make up for it by putting a lot of hit point nodes near her starting position. And nodes that give you a lot more hit points than you'd normally get. Alright, let's keep moving. These guys. The purple lizard is one of the very dangerous enemies. We can get him though, so. Feeling better about this here. Not great, but better. Lulu. Not a big fan of the expert sphere grid. They let you choose in this one. I decided to give it a try since I hadn't played it before. Okay. Tidus is confused. He's trying to hear that. I just need to let Lulu go to town. Never done better than 9. I don't know if it's possible. I assume it is. But... that's fine. He's already active, but he's the one most likely to hit a flying character, so do that. Yeah, I agree. This is one of the places where you're most likely to get in trouble because of all the enemies. Dodge! Man. At least he missed himself. Tidus. You're not making me happy, I'll say that much. A lot of it is you feel compelled to keep running back to a save point whenever you get into a big fight like this, and it's really not the correct thing to do. You're gonna get your ass kicked if you keep doing that. Good enough. Really?
No time
Interesting,
to waste.
Robert.
Let's go.
There's something behind the scenes that changes the math. I did not know that. Hey, it's making. For someone who said, yeah, I'll do the lightning challenge. I've missed every single one. I'll do it. No problem. Petrify, man. I don't think I need to have Lulu out first. Bring her out at the end to finish them off. Do Wakka and try to do his water reels.
Sit back and watch.
Yeah, that makes sense. That wasn't what I wanted, but ice isn't bad. That's totally not what I want. I think that they make the last reel the easiest to execute with. I don't think I've gotten that right yet. Ooh. That was really bad. Usually Hopefully not. Try using Riku's mix and see what we get. Everything that's like water related, we have the dragon scale, but they're rare-ish, so I don't want to waste them unnecessarily. I don't really want to mix anything. To that end, I guess I could just summon something and use that to take care of it. Let's go, let's bring in Ifrit. The Aeons are also named by stream, so Ifrit is named in such a way as to try to con me into saying Tidus the other way to give out sphere points. Overkill, very nice. Think about Lulu's Kai. I'd like to get Fira for Ifrit at some point. Hopefully the Ahriman doesn't kill him here. It's close. Ifrit's really cool looking in this game, I agree. One of the cooler incarnations. I like the evil incarnations of all the primals in 14. Oh, he's gonna die. It's okay. There's a save point not far from here. Oh, that makes sense. I get your point. So if you're using Firaga, expect to have to spin the thing a lot more to get more casts. I believe that's correct. I think that Robert's saying that on top of that, if you have more maximum MP, then a revolution counts for more. A single revolution of the heart stick. Or Ifrit. Yep. They separate the wheat from the chaff. Thunder Plains. Screwing around out here. I guess I could come summon Ixion. Not to actually cast any magic, but because their lightning abilities will just heal it. Just physically attack.
Please.
Hey, welcome back, Kami. That's right. Great. But fire overdrive with, X amount of MP, you'll get more potential casts per revolution at a higher MP level. What's the steel thing, Cappy? I got a couple Electro Marbles and stuff for learning things for Ixion. Let me do some of that while I'm at it. There we go. Firaga requires Mega Potions. Andara is, we already have it, so we don't need it. We can give it to Birdman, though. Birdman! I think Ifrit might be able to learn it. I won't cast it effectively. I'm not going to bother. Actually, it wouldn't be particularly useful here. Try to save over the same spot. It's her magic stat? That makes sense. But it does scale. It's not that it's impossible to reach that high value. I could do the Cactuar thing now, the Cactuar with a Q, but I don't know if it's worth doing. Let's go to the lobby. Steal from the Little guy. Okay. But don't steal from them. Got it. Not worth doing. Maybe I can kill that guy, we'll see. Wow, dodge rate is so high. Yeah. Hit it at least. One more hit will kill it. Lulu should be able to finish it with Cast Blizzard. Hi Ben! Cat height.
Let's end this.
Sorry if he rubs his head against the microphone, I'll try to stop him. Yeah, he learned last week that it's easier to catch flies with honey. I already fed him. But he used to like go and knock my games off the shelf, and I just wouldn't feed him if he chose to do that. So now he gets on my chest and like starts purring, snuggling up. Alright, Auron, try to hit this guy. Nice. Usually doesn't land. Happy when it does. Swing with Yuna. Great. Okay, sorry about that, D-Rock. Thank you for trying. If you're still stuck on it tomorrow and it's not working, let me know. Or you could try doing the cancel on PayPal instead.
Miss me?
Exactly, Flarewing. Flarewing, you'd be down to do Zelda Triforce Heroes on launch day, maybe, possibly? I guess we'll reconvene a little bit closer to the launch date. I'm not going to get an overkill here. Hi, Ben.
So be it.
Rock and roll. That's October 23rd in the US. I guess the 22nd release date was in Japan, so Google was not wrong. It was just an asshole when I googled the Triforce Heroes release date. Cat butt. Thanks, Ben.
Well, hello there. Would you like to hear about this place? Very well. Let me tell you about the crossing. A long time ago, this
A long time
place
ago,
was a
you say?
traveler's nightmare. Plains of lightning, plains of thunder. Those who cross are torn asunder. Or so they used to say. Then a man by the name of Bilgan appeared. Using Machina, he built towers that served as lightning rods across the plains. Finally, travelers were able to cross in safety. Bilgan was building that tower over there when he was struck and killed by lightning.
Oh, weird. What makes it slower, Robert? Very good. We had decent luck with hitting these guys before. Oh, look at that. Nice overkill. I love Macon. He's the man. So a quick schedule update. We're going to play Final Fantasy X for another 90 minutes or so. Ends the streams for today. Monday through Friday, noon to 6 p.m. goal of playing through and beating every awesome game ever made. Nice overkill. Knowing that such a goal is impossible, but trying anyway. If you're just here for Final Fantasy X, that's totally cool. It will return on the schedule, typically on Mondays and Tuesdays. You can check below the stream the schedule down there that shows when we played next. Tomorrow is part of our focus day. We pick a franchise and focus on beating all of its games until we clear it. Right now we're on the Zelda series and we're working through Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. A decent chance we'll beat it tomorrow and transition to the next title in the series according to Nintendo's published chronological order, which is Twilight Princess. After Twilight Princess we're going into the Wind Waker titles and then the remaining Zelda titles. Everything on this channel is permanently stored on YouTube. All the VODs are never lost, so if there's anything you miss and want to catch up on, you can always check out the YouTube channel when I'm offline. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out. It's good to have you. 10 more FPS. Interesting. That's, is that true in the HD remake? Is that in both versions? Just the original? I had no idea. I'm gonna skip the Cactar Stone for now. We'll come back when we... First when we can get the Spirit Lance, and second when we, 1498 health. When we have the no encounters ability. Having to deal with random encounters is not a fun time. Original but not HD? Gotcha. Interesting. I had no idea. Not the best. Bring everybody else in.
You called?
Kamari did not go yet, I think. We'll do Yuna. Yuna can summon for the finish. Birdman!
Be strong.
So soft-spoken. How does her Latera do? Pretty good! End of the day. Yeah, Chaos, I love Zelda Day too. Eventually we'll beat all of them and I'll be sad until the new one comes out and we'll play that on launch day. Look at all the sphere grid points, sphere levels we have. Sphere points are a mechanic in my D&D campaign universe, which I'd like to bring back to Twitch. And I will be bringing back to Twitch, just I put about 100 plus hours of effort into each adventure, so I want to make sure that I've got a decent enough viewer base to justify putting that much time into it. Peek, my bot, is also from that campaign setting. It's tended to be very JRPG influenced D&D game. Like the last adventure we did on Twitch featured Biggs and Wedge in the party and like Guard Scorpion boss fight. Is it really harder for magic to overkill? That makes sense. Just because it typically does more damage. I was surprised. I assumed before starting to play this game on Twitch that overkill was just like a percentage of their health. But it turns out every enemy in the game has like a preset overkill value that you have to deal in order to achieve it. Ooh, magic +4. My character that's not my main magician. Not my main black mage, rather. It's okay. Let me confirm that this is in fact the way that I want to go. I got confused on this a little earlier. This goes toward Riku's meter. Let me go down this way and then get more white magic. Okay, I'm happy with that. Alright, let's go. Which one did we just learn? Oh, Terra, perfect, that's the one we needed, although his magic stat is still really shitty, so it doesn't really work yet. I can see if I can give him gear that has better magic. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, let me give that a try. One on his switch hitter. And I guess just do like magic plus 3%, but that's such a tiny upgrade. There we go, look at that. Took us getting zapped like 10 times, but finally dodged one. Cool, Robert. I'll look for it. I might not do it on this session because I'd like to come back when we have the no encounters ability. Right, so we learned who not to steal from. Don't steal the soft from the Melusine, but the Kusariku. I think we just want to do the Electro Marble dude in the future. Nice. So I can be so lucky there. Lulu. Let's cast water. It wasn't actually as good as I was expecting it to be. That's okay. I don't have a silence attack yet. Oh, there is a formula. It's 1.5 times its max health? I've seen it overkill when it's less than that. I had looked it up on a stream because someone was saying no, it's not just a flat amount. It's based on there's just a value for each enemy. Because you can't possibly do that for some bosses. You just don't have the damage. You can still get an overkill if you do enough with your last hit. Nothing for poor Yuna. Hey.
Good day. Is it true? I heard that Maester Seymour and Lady Yuna are.
I guess by that I meant there's a value for each enemy that's not necessarily always 1.5 times their max HP.
Where'd you hear that?
From the Guado. They were all very excited.
Huh. I'm afraid you heard a little wrong. Yuna's gonna turn him down.
Oh, really?
Just kidding.
Hey, it will not do to joke about a thing like that.
Eric idles him in.
Maester Seymour and Lady Yuna, how wonderful.
Ambushed? That's not good. That big lizard guy hits like a truck. Still didn't get paralyzed. Petrified is the word I was looking for.
Time to get down.
Enough to kill the lizard, probably? No, I'm a big guy, okay. Take it. Whatever he hits, he's in a one-shot, unless it's Lulu. Holy balls. It's pretty scary. He could have killed Lulu there, and then it would have been game over. Yeah, about that. Yuna's dead, so we can't rely. We could use Kimari. Does this guy have a lance ability? Probably not. Although Kimari could probably just kill him with it too. Playing it safe. Yeah, when is the Eric Idle AMA? Is it in progress right now? I'll have to check it out after stream if it's not up yet. It's nasty.
As you wish.
I've got about a 50% hit chance on that dude.
Miny, mo!
Auron and Kimari has piercing as well. Thanks, dude. I'll pull it up in another tab. Damn. I don't know what the formula is for jumps damage, but it hits really hard. Alright, so all three of them have already had a chance. Let's bring everybody else for the sake of getting XP. Tonk. Steal an Electro Marble. Poor Rikku. They give a specific scream when she takes thunder damage. Oh, that was clever. Lance and some HP back. Has he given an AMA before, Kai? Must have missed it. Is he plugging something? Oh, interesting. Nice, HDL. Well done. We're doing Smash on Wednesday. Wednesday's usually our free play day. Gotta save some room for free playing games, even if we're usually trying to beat single player titles. We're doing that from 12 to 3, and then Mario Maker from 3 to 6. Coming Wednesday. Ouch. Right, Chaos? Used to be people would just do an AMA for funsies, but now it's like it's part of their talk show circuit, essentially. You should get on it, Robert. Okay. I think he can probably take one. Dodge. Damn it, Bobby. Oh, comrade. Yeah, right? Pretty sure I have rage quit. Well, rage quit to the extent that I could rage quit. I have like been playing for an hour and then died in a random battle and been like, okay, I'm done for a little bit. Final Fantasy X, because you go for such a long time with so many battles before you can save the game. Nice overkill. Bring everybody else in to get some XP, and then we'll let Yuna summon to end it. Yeah, I hear you, Chaos. I've definitely died here close to a save point several times and been pretty frustrated. He's like, well, I'm done. No more for today. Birdman! We'll do a game sometime where you can name your summons and try to get stream to name everything after like things that people yell out. There, you got an overkill that time. You did Ness? Nice. I made Ness and Smash Brothers. Because I am a die-hard Earthbound fan. Yeah, so what's the mechanic on that, Kai? Is it that their stats increase as Yuna's stats increase? Or do they just get stronger as she has spent more sphere levels, since leveling in this game isn't... It's atypical, right? Auron's already in the corner. Got this Auron. Kimahri has piercing, but he has better accuracy than Auron does. Oh no, I've been summoning them because it makes the fight faster, Kai. Not, absolutely not, no. It's just they can get an overkill on this big... Look how many hit points this guy has.
You called?
He has like 1500 HP, which for my kind of gimped party, from the way that I've built everybody, take a really long time for me to do. So I summon them at the end there. Give Yuna something to do instead of just like punch them in the face. Good looking out though. Yeah, I got you. Grand summon. Not a waste. So I'll summon Ixion.
Be strong.
Ixion has some really good accuracy. They're gimped because I decided to give it a try. I've beaten this game probably 10 times. And I've never done it before on the international version, so I was like, hey, Expert Sphere Grid, let me try building them atypically. So I'm going to make Wakka into a black mage, I'm going to make Tidus into a white mage. You know, that seems to be kind of the point of the Expert Sphere Grid, but it turns out that each of the characters has a really strong natural affinity for however they're supposed to be built. Like, you have to get a lot of magic nodes for Wakka before he can even do a respectable amount of black magic damage. Which was a surprise for me. Usually steamrolling through these fights at this point in the game. But it will make it a little bit more challenging, so I'm down with it. It's not quite a no sphere grid run, but it's definitely quite a bit tougher. You gotta come. You never claim to not be bad. You can be bad but know what you're doing at the same time, right? Yeah, me too, Chaos. Andrew always mimics it. Ah, bollocks. Unlucky miss. Yeah, I anticipated that if they even offered an option like Expert Sphere Grid, that their base stats weren't that intense, but it's really significant. Like, Wakka's been building himself down Lulu's path since the beginning of the game, and he still doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as she does, and she's going down Wakka's path. Playing this game called, was it Yuna Racers? I forgot to have somebody attack, but don't care. I think I'll save her Grand Summon. Ixion should be fine. true. It'll catch up at some point. Like, you know, there's a point in the game where you start crossing over into other people's sphere grids anyway. So I figure at that point I can just move them back in the original direction that they were supposed to go in. See if I can recover it a little bit. Yeah. And since my typical policy is to avoid over-grinding or over-farming on stream, it's ultimately just going to make all the boss fights that much harder. Which is fine, like outside of the arena, this game is pretty trivial difficulty. There's a couple optional fights that are really, really hard. But if you just continue along the main path, I can think of a few boss fights where you're likely to game over. One of which I'm really likely to game over, which makes it unfortunate you can't skip cutscenes. It's the boss fight everybody games over in without spoiling anything. You get to watch the really long cutscene before it every time. I'll try to do some preparation beforehand. There's less nodes on Expert too, I didn't realize that. It's awesome chaos. What's that? Yes, Auron's pretty awesome in the cutscene. But you didn't have to watch it twice because Auron was awesome, you had to watch it twice because the boss fight is hard.
I had to watch it twice because I...
If you have mute.
I had to watch it twice because I knew how to deal with second phase issue. And I knew she was about to transition to second phase, but I decided to get a hit in, and freaking Auron had to go and crit and push her into second phase.
Oh, and you weren't prepared for it with your... because you're going to like summon an Aeon to absorb the hit.
I guess you can say I got greedy.
That makes sense.
Not Ben Hype. This one's Polly.
Polly is our...
P-A-U-L-I, after the physicist, not the pocket.
He's our foster kitty.
He's such a bad kid.
We're watching for one of Andrea's colleagues. This is my wife Andrea, by the way, if you haven't met her before. One of her colleagues from undergrad is stranded in the UK without a visa. And that's his cat. About to get a save point soon. My stress of gaming. I'm gonna do it when I have
That was a close
no
one.
encounters.
Yeah. Stop kidding around.
Yes, ma'am. What's wrong?
You're giving me the creeps.
Right, Robert Nickel? Is he from the UK?
I don't remember. I never asked. I didn't realize he wasn't a US citizen
I hate lightning. I hate thunder. Let's go rest over there. Please.
This storm never stops. Better to cross quickly.
Thought he was from India.
I know, but just for a little while.
Well, what now?
Andrea is a postdoctoral astrophysicist focusing on dark matter research.
Pretty please? Just a few minutes.
She's Dr. Andrea.
I'm scared of lightning.
Yes, let's rest. I agree with
rest,
Rikku. I want to save my game.
Pretty please? I'm too young to die.
Ah, it's called the Eye of London.
You're me.
London Eye.
Glad the commie remembers that.
The London Eye. Whatever. I still maintain that those two are synonymous. Tower of Eiffel.
I'm a little tired.
Eiffel's Tower.
Liberty
Do
statue.
you have a room available?
Statue. A Liberty.
Ah, Lady Summoner. Yes, just over that way. Thank
I
you.
must have heard a tour guide say that. I must have heard someone say that, and it just got imprinted
Yuna?
in my memory. The Eye of
It's not
London.
like her.
It's an inside joke for those of you not in the know. I don't know any, except for like the Gherkin, I don't know any London landmarks. So
Big Ben.
Okay, I know Big Ben. Anyway,
Yeah,
Andrew.
Similarly, you should know.
Fine. Andrew and I were watching Sherlock after watching Doctor Who, and I was like, "Oh, there's that Ferris wheel that was in the last shot, that was in Doctor Who." And she's like, "Yeah, that's a really important London landmark. You know you're in London if you see that shot. That's the Eye of London." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So after that, she harasses me incessantly whenever we see that Ferris wheel. She's like, "Hey, Dylan, that's called the Eye of London.
So you
It's
know
this."
we're in London, in case you couldn't figure
That's
that out.
a famous landmark that I'm sure you're not familiar with. So I bring this up on stream one day, and there's a couple people from the UK, like I think Robert was there, and Stephanie, and a few other people, and they were like, "No one calls it that. We call it the London Eye. That's like saying the Liberty Statue or the, the Statue of Eiffel." Like, so now I can give her shit whenever we see the thing and be like, "Oh, see, that's the London Eye." People who people who are uncultured and aren't well traveled, world weary, they like to call it the Eye of London. But people who know what they're doing say it's the London Eye.
Yuna, look. Was it because of Jiskel?
Are you that scared?
When I was little, a fiend attacked me while I was swimming at the beach.
Like
My
I
brother
said, like
tried to beat it
somewhere.
back.
Why? Because it's like the Eye of Sauron. It has to be.
Maybe. Oh, maybe that's it. There's just something in me. The London Eye feels wrong.
It was a thunder
It feels like,
spell.
when you put the left shoe on the right foot.
Ouch.
You can make it work, but it just...
I've been scared of lightning ever since.
You just watch. Give it 20 years.
can be
Everyone's gonna call the Eye of London.
Magic is effective against marine fiends.
My brother said that too.
Yeah,
you
she
learn
should.
some spells too.
Hey, it's Rin. Rin,
Maybe
the all pet
later.
guy.
Nice to see you again. Welcome to the Rin Travel Agency.
Right, Robert.
Oh.
Yeah, Kai, the soundtrack drives me bonkers. Like, I try to just tune it out now because the original is so awesome. It's like, why did you mess with the good thing? Why? Like, even in the PS4 thing where they're like, oh, you could either use the beautifully remastered soundtrack or you could be some kind of plebeian and switch to the classic soundtrack. Like, no, you know the reason you added the ability to switch back is people hated the remaster.
How goes your study of our language? That is good to hear. Allow me to present you with this book.
Dude, the original
for
is
your
so much
study.
better. There was no reason to change it. No earthly reason.
I wonder, would that be Sir Auron by any chance?
Yeah, right, Kai? Me too.
Twitch censors thing?
No, I have Illuminati censored.
Right.
Early on stream, there were some kids in chat that were being goofy about the word, so I just removed it. Very Illuminati
as I
of me
thought.
to censor the word
I've been
Illuminati.
wondering
As
since
with
I
any
saw him
weird
at the
rule that you're
Meehan
like,
High
why
Road
is that
branch.
the case? There is a story, and it usually involves someone abused.
Sir Auron, I
Now we
wonder
all
if you
suffer.
remember me. 10 years ago, at the beginning of Lord Braska's calm.
Yes, I should thank you.
Ooh.
Not at all. I could not leave a wounded man to die. However, I was surprised when I saw you gone the next morning with that wound. An ordinary man would not have been able to walk.
I'd rather drop that subject, Rin.
As you
Very
wish.
interesting. Rin tended to Auron after the battle with, well, at the very beginning of Braska's Calm, so after he beat Sin. And Auron was basically dying, and Rin is surprised that he was able to survive it. And it sounds like he was able to survive it because Auron is just a big badass. You're good, Robert. Good flashbacks. I just try to avoid talking over the voice actors if I can.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It wasn't
I ruined that.
a lot of
but it's
important
cool, I'm
stuff.
leaving soon.
But no, you didn't ruin anything.
What?
You're not married to Sexy Seymour?
Mr. Sexy?
I'm just.
I was like,
I can't continue this like charade when I'm actually saying it. I can do it with typing because no one hears me laughing or see me roll my eyes.
Yes.
Or referred to him as Seymour as a dreamboat earlier.
I saw that in Dark Souls. I was like, wow, Andrea. I was like,
Those blue
well,
veins.
It's nothing really.
Chest hair.
Just,
tattoos of symbols.
Yeah, is they get married yet?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
I don't know if she's. No, he went to Macalania Temple.
Hey, wasn't that Jisco Guado guy?
The sphere is his will. It says, take care of my son.
Huh. His son?
Good job,
Seymour?
Tidus.
Well, I know one way to take care of him.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
What do you think you're up to?
Bender gave you a noogie.
Yuna was acting funny.
Yeah. She'll tell us when she's ready, so hold your chocobos till then. Yeah.
All right.
Cool beans, making progress. I won't blame you if you leave me for Seymour. I like hold your chocobos.
Whatever happens, we're still Yuna's guardians. Then let's just go on with the journey, huh?
We're not through.
I'm really glad that the hubris guy, the guy that was the original director of Final Fantasy XIV, oh, Kamari doesn't talk anymore. Because he says he didn't like Seymour, and then Yuna was like, oh! And then he said, Kamari not talk anymore, now he won't talk.
If it's okay with Rikku,
So sad.
shall we go?
Anyway, I'm glad that the hubris original director of Final Fantasy XIV didn't get away with calling chocobos horse birds.
Why would you call it a horse bird?
She's not
He
going
wanted to
move
get away
unless
from the
we
Final
do
Fantasy
something.
conventions.
Why would you get away from the Final Fantasy?
It's not stopping, is it?
Don't tell me you were hoping it would. Fine, stay here.
All right already.
Good. Everyone who likes John DiMaggio should see it.
You didn't have to say it like that, you know.
Netflix, free documentary. Check it out.
You could be more comforting or something. You know, try to cheer me up. You just don't get me at all.
He's so
do you?
unhappy.
Hey, are you listening? I'm not scared. I'm not scared, you hear?
Yeah. It's cool to see just how friendly all of them are with each other. Hey, Wakka's brother. Oh man, show me that picture. Is there like a blitzball player with black hair or something? Sorry, that was a little too specific. That's the guy runs up and takes your picture in Final Fantasy VII, and it doesn't show it to you, and it's like proof that Cloud wasn't actually there. It was actually Zack. Final Fantasy VII is outside the statute of limitations for spoilers because we already played it on stream. You can spoil
Is this
anything
like a
we
Fight
played on
Club
stream.
kind of thing going on?
No, they're not the same person. Did you watch 7? I told you 7 is a bedtime story. Do you remember anything from it?
No, you're too good at bedtime stories.
She's saying I'm boring, and it puts her to sleep.
Yeah. It's not that it's boring, but they're just very detailed.
Very detailed and slow, and then we went to... The hell's the name of the town that Zack is from?
Wu-Tai!
No, Zack's not from Wu-Tai. Every time I'd say Wu-Tai, she'd say... That's the thing she'd do.
That's 6. Right?
Oh, you're missing out on Adventure Time, Kai. It's such a good show. Okay. You going to Jazzercise? Godspeed. Dance well. I'll let Wakka finish him off. Gungaga, there you go, Flare. Yeah, this the Tidus conspiracy. He's not actually. Do I have to give you Sure points because I said Tidus instead of Zetus? I think, in the interest of good faith, I do because it was on accident. Nice one, Robert. Not intentionally, and so everyone is richer. I want Yuna to swing at it real quick. Go back to the inn? Okay, good looking out. I'm not too late, I hope. Ah! You need not apologize. You've contributed to the inflation of Sure points for everybody in chat. More votes all around. It's on the other side. There's like 2 ways to get in here, right? Or is it behind the house or something? Or is it too late? Did I fail? Okay, hold on. I'll go back to it here in a second. You can see it? Oh my god. You're like, oh my god, dude, just click it. Oh, I see it. How the hell do y'all see that? Good god. Also, good looking out. Lightning proof. That's pretty sexy. Alright, can I put something else on it? Jesus. Eagle eyes over there. Alright, I'll wait till I get more items to equip. Yeah, I think they changed the texture on the ground there. I didn't even see it. I was like looking really closely because you gotta be kidding me. Like, you actually see something there? So we got about 45 more minutes of Final Fantasy X. There's a good chance we'll get out of the Thunder Plains. Although likely not much further than that. Like I said, if you're just here for 10, it will return next week, Monday and Tuesday, probably on both days. As next week our Zelda focus day is on Thursday. Iron Giant. Great classic Final Fantasy enemy. One that I will likely fight with an Aeon, though.
Bring it on!
Oh, that was nice. Overkill everything. Holy guacamole. You just laugh at me dying? Why would you do that? Oh, I didn't see Wakka's brother drop it. Yeah. You should look up People of the North Pole Remastered, Kai. Because that's my favorite song in the whole game. And it's so bad. So different. Unnecessarily. Oh, that's right. No one has haste, so we may as well just have somebody pick him up. Old-fashioned way. It's like, the end music is still good. Like, it's still Uematsu in this. Can you hear her laughing at me? Taunting me? What is this? The mechanic is pretty intense. Like, brings the sword down with full force.
I'm back.
He just said I'm back, so now he needs to die again, right? Like, the music, even with the remaster, it's still good because it's Uematsu and it's well composed. Just man, why did they change it? Ow! It hits really hard. Yeah, the Luca music gets to me too spiky. I guess I could... I think he might be weak against lightning, so I could use his Thor's hammer or whatever. Probably my only option. No, it's half effective. Well, I could just do this forever. Right? Kai, it's so bad. Really nothing else to do. I could try casting it again. Like, can I cast it twice and be pretty sure not to die? No, he always heals about as much as the guy hits for, so... To that end, casting this would be a waste of time. I will simply dismiss him. With the rest of the party trying to finish him off. I think when you're doing the monster hunting at the end of the game, that the Iron Giant encounter rate is pretty low, so you have to work kind of hard until you see him enough times. Are they weak against blind, though? Convenient if they were. I'll try having Kamari. I don't think there's anything to lance it from him, but worth checking. Answer is no, there is not. Try doing the whole blind business. No, it didn't land. Okay. Alright. Ifrit, it's your show, buddy. At least one get hit off. Bye-bye, have fun at Jazzercise. Yeah, it's grindy. If it was just capture one of every enemy, I think it would be fun, Spiky, but the fact that they make you go and capture so many of them is very stressful and not fun. Like, you don't need to get 10 of them. It's like, seriously? Is that really necessary? Yeah, I loved the idea of it. Like, the arena was really fun. I liked fighting the Tonberry King and all the other cool extra monsters. But it was a pain in the butt to have to go and get 10 of every enemy. It's excessive. Look how happy Ifrit is. Oh, that AP. Damn, girl. About to be fighting way more of those guys. Shimmering Blade, is that? Oh, wrong dude. Hey, that's like a flat upgrade. I want to have ice. Okay. Ow! Okay, come out of the save screen. Tell you, man. This game sometimes. Alright. We were just gonna make Rikku like normal Rikku. Have at least one character who's not horrifically gimped. So suppose, Kai, you wanted to keep the core mechanic of it being a side quest, but adjust it to be less of a pain in the ass. How would you do it? Or would you just say it's you know, non-salvageable, the only way to fix it is to get rid of it? They did a speedrun where they had to also beat Nemesis? Good God. Okay, so I don't think we want to go this way, right? Now, if I go this way, I can bail on my plan. That's only a level 1 lock. I can make him Wakka again. Is it too late to change my mind? I feel like I should stick to my guns, but there's so few nodes that actually give you MP. Let's abandon our guns. Let's be cowards. We're gonna keep doing that then. I guess I'll send Tidus this way. I could hear that. It is introduced way late in the game, If that was one of the first things you ran into and they gave you a capture item, I think that could be a cool way to handle it, I agree. I probably don't need to like totally stick to my guns, like as long as physical characters are going down physical paths and magic characters are going down magical paths. Like Lulu can probably be a white mage and Yuna can probably be a black mage without too much trouble. You have issues though when you're trying to send people completely the wrong way. Oh god. Why you gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so rude? Yeah, we want everyone to act because you get a lot of experience for killing this thing. Yeah, I'd be excited to fight the Dark Aeons. Probably not on stream. Because the grinding necessary to get to that point would be too much. Maybe one day if I come back to this off stream, though. If I do want a power break, that might help a little bit. Capture a move on the sphere grid would be pretty good. Exactly. It gets her outside of one-shot range. It's not going to save Yuna though, unfortunately. Yeah, that's way too much for my taste. Too much work. Okay, hope is that he hits Rikku here. Nope, that's the person we didn't want you to hit, you son of a bitch. Alright, Lulu hasn't acted yet, so we can use her. Yeah, I think fundamentally I agree. It would have been a cooler mechanic if it was introduced on the sphere grid or earlier in the game. It could have made the rest of the game a little bit more challenging. Like you could choose, do I just use a weapon that has capture only and no other effects on it? Or do I use other gear? I think that's an interesting choice to have to make. Alright, so we learned that Ifrit can kill him in one shot. I think. I hope. Fingers crossed. Yeah. The Sade's not so bad, it's just a straight up, like, acoustic guitar, so there's not too much different you can do with that. There aren't enough instruments to ruin it. It's like the more instruments in the song, the worse it sounds in a remaster. I guess it's an artificial way to add difficulty to it, would be another way to think of it. Without having a explicit, like, hard mode selection right at the beginning. Unless if you did it in such a way that, like, you know, you could also get the capture item really late in the game and go back and do it the, you know, the longer way when your characters are strong enough, high enough level that it doesn't matter anymore. Okay with sending Tidus down Riku's path, right? Actually, it connects back to Tidus' path, doesn't it? It does. Yeah. It's level 1 lock. Alright. Let's just abandon this horrible plan that's not panning out. Everybody will have some nice, tasteful abilities from other people's paths. Should see how close Yuna is to where her grid is supposed to be. She is about as far away as you can get. Fortunately, for each sphere level you spend, you can backtrack 4 positions. So we can send her a little bit further, so it makes sense, I guess, and then start sending her backwards. Oh, Digital Cosmos. Good looking out. I didn't know that. She always hits the person with the lowest HP, you say? I had no idea. Makes sense, though. Probably keep Kimari on this path. It's Wakka's path, so get him some skills he normally wouldn't get. Kimari is usually the character that you can build however you want. He has decent stats in all areas, and he starts in the middle of the sphere grid. That would explain why he always attacked Yuna. I thought maybe it was random. Good to know. Which path? Steel and... Got a bunch of people with steel with the early game. You can get all the slush without fighting the Dark Aeons. Gotcha. Yeah, somebody mentioned that, like, there's certain areas you can't return to when in the international version. I wasn't sure on the details of it, though. Ugh. This again. I don't actually have cure proper on... Nice dodge. I don't have cure proper on Valefor, so I can't reliably use Valefor for that fight. I could maybe summon Ifrit and just spam fire on himself, but I think that the Iron Giant's still going to do too much damage to be able to have a chance, even if I use Power Break, which I can try here. He might be blindable. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but I seem to remember doing that to him. Mario can try that real quick. Is still want everyone else to act though. I think maybe the duration of the blind is set or something like that. Yeah, armor break is pretty awesome. Yeah, so it only affects him for one turn. It's good to know. Didn't get the Death Touch Moogle. Can't really hope. Alright, so Dark Buster for one turn, Dark Attack for 3 turns, but it has to land, which it did not. Have Wakka try to apply it. 3 people trying to land it. Ouch. No luck. Let Rikku steal from him. I don't think we already did this round, did we? No, I don't think so. Unless if he has multiple steal options, which is also a possibility. I could do Dark Buster and then summon an Aeon. Because, like, Kimahri hits pretty hard anyway. Let's summon Birdman, see how many hits he can do. Probably use Sonic Wings, which delays the enemy's initiative a little bit. Pretty nice. Not a lot of damage though. Ooh. He might be able to get his if we attack normally he can too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be able to use his overdrive and get us overkill. You want Energy Blast is the upgraded overdrive attack, right? Energy Ray is the normal one. That's true. Nice. Variable Mog. I think that's a Mog that is empty? Maybe? Yeah. Starts with magic +5. We want that. Find something to put on it later. So Robert, it's got to be one of these areas around here that you were talking about where you can kind of cheese the lightning dodge trick. Let's see if we can do this right. We want water. I'm really bad at landing this because I very rarely use Wakka. Alright, for once. It would be cool if they all did, I agree. a neat mechanic. So we can power break him, and then Kimahri can turn him into a lamb, essentially, by spamming his Dark Buster. Uses a lot of MP in the long run. Gotcha. Cool beans, Robert. Steel. He's got a decent amount of hit points now. Same could not be said a little while ago. I think Lulu still needs to attack. Haven't had the best luck with applying this. Looks like he's only really weak against Dark Buster, maybe? I'm making that up. Seems like Dark Buster plus Aeon is a pretty good combo, because if you can get it to work. The reason for that is that when an Aeon dodges an attack, even if the enemy's blinded, they get a ton of overdrive for free. I'll use it again here, and then I'll try to use it again before I switch characters again. We'll see. And it's not going to happen at this rate. Maybe if I have Kimahri pass his turn. Ah, that's another way to do it. Have Yuna pass her turn. And she can summon, and then we should be good to go. Were there originally 2 save points in this part of the Thunder Plains, or did they add that? I could see why they would add it, since it's so easy to get stuck here for a long time. I don't want to kill him on accident. Sonic Wings isn't quite enough to kill. I would like to get a overdrive if possible. I don't know if he gets more if he misses. He does! Rock and roll. There were always 2 there, makes sense. Yeah, they're like within sight of each other. I've played this game a lot of times, but it's been a while since my last playthrough. I think I've watched Andrea play it maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And then I maybe played it myself 5 years ago or so. I have one save file that's like a 300 hour, like 100%. Oh, I thought I saw another save point off in the distance. I may have been confusing myself. So Kimahri, alright, this is fine. Not quite good enough, buddy. Good try, though. It's Dark Buster, the nasty one. Nice guy. It sounds like you should pick up the PS4 version. Darkstar is telling me that there's a way to turn on the old soundtrack but still have the improvements. That sounds great. It is not vastly improved over the PS2 version. Looks a little bit better cosmetically, that's about the extent of it though. Light curtain? No new consoles. Yeah, me neither. I have a Wii U. I think that I've said this on stream before. I think that the correct console ownership this generation is Wii U plus gaming PC. Because the PS4 and the Xbox One don't really offer anything that's unique that you can't get with a PC yet anyway. It might change. Let's cast water. If you don't have a gaming PC, it totally makes sense to own one of the other Xbox One or a PS4. I get it. Yeah, I'm excited. Check that out. Yeah, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to the death of exclusives. That's what's ultimately going to force me to buy a PS4 so I can play Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. And I'm guessing they'll come out for PC eventually, given Square's policy lately, but even so, especially if I want to stream them, I want to stream them when they come out. Yeah. Yeah, it's because people like me in that situation. Great. They're much better than they used to be, though. Nintendo exclusives will never go away. Part of that, though, is that Nintendo consoles are... I don't know, Nintendo is the one developing those games, right? And they're on a system, at least now, and in the last generation, you can't really reproduce on the other two consoles. Sounds about as wrong as Sonic on Nintendo. You never say never. Although in that case, like, Nintendo has such a gigantic capital base. They're unlike almost any other gaming company. They can make mistakes for probably decades. They could just release bad system after bad system and lose money, and they would still be able to keep doing it. Super unusual. I guess Square Enix is in the same boat now. They weren't always. I'm just going to summon, get this one over with. Heck yeah, Robert. It's the new OP. Marstead has a gimped party, so how does he deal with them? Darkbuster summon boost. Ah, it's very nice, Zach. Anything else going on for you lately? That's a clever mechanic of the enemy cast magic on itself. Neat use of the design space in the fight. You just keep doing that, man. You can do this all day. Was that part of the whole, like, goofy, what is it, Fabula Nova Crystallis Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy 13? They decided it was going to be this ridiculous giant game.
Everyone, wait.
What's up?
I have something to tell you.
Here? We're almost out of here. Let's go!
I have to say it now.
Over there.
There, you get a chance.
Somehow, my bad feelings always come true.
I've
Oh,
decided
shit.
to marry.
I thought so.
But why? Why'd you change your mind?
For Spira's future and Yevon's unity. I thought it would be the best thing to do.
That's not good enough.
Wait, is it? Is it because of Lord Jiskel?
Hey, that's fear.
Show me.
I can't. I must speak to Maester Seymour first. I truly am sorry, but it is a personal matter.
You're kidding, huh?
As you wish.
I'm sorry.
Just one thing.
I won't quit my pilgrimage.
Then it is fine.
Wait a minute, Auron. You don't care? I mean, you're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not. As long as she is willing to face sin, all else is her concern. That is a summoner's privilege, as long as she journeys.
But that's...
Yuna, just one question. Can't you just talk to Maester Seymour? You got to marry him?
Don't know. But I think it is the right thing to do.
Okay, I guess.
Uni. Quiet! I wish we could help somehow. Some way.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
She says I'm sorry. He says it's fine. She's willing to face sin. She's privileged. I didn't understand. But somehow, I felt like I didn't belong. But if I didn't belong with them, I'd be stuck in Spira, alone. And being alone in that place, well, I didn't want to think about it.
Next, we're going to Macalania Temple. Yuna can talk with Seymour there. We Guardians will wait until they're done and plan our next move. Understood?
Is that owing to insufficient content, Spiky? Sounds like it's kind of like a moved goalpost problem, is that in the previous, before the expansion, you had all this content from all the patches that was all worth doing, and now we've got this new expansion with only content for basically the value of a single patch. I'm curious if you think that's the case, or if it's worse than, you know, a comparable time at the Realm Reborn launch. I want to kill those guys as fast as possible. They're super dangerous. That's Blizzard? Yeah, the free trial is worth checking out. And I think it's worth playing the free trial in case you don't like it. You know in advance. Hey, little DPs, how you doing? Oh god, that's a loaded question, Kai. Do you mean how often am I stealing and using? How often am I taking advantage of the fact that Mix is totally OP? How do you mean? She has a really high speed stat naturally. Cool. Don't kill Kamari. Don't kill Kamari, girl. Thank you. Secretly hoping he would kill Kamari because it would have been funny.
Allow me.
In a normal play, I probably just need to move away from trying to equally level the whole party and pick 3 people. I think I've said that twice today. It just takes a really long time to do. That Mix is obscene. Mix is so good that, like, when you do a no sphere grid run, they have to add a category for no Mix because you can beat the whole game with Mix if you can survive long enough until you get Rikku. It involves a lot of grinding because you have to, like, open each combat by stealing and then fleeing. Poor Yuna. You kill the nasty thing that can one-shot the party. You resurrect Yuna, only for her to die again, I'm sure. Gotta do what you gotta do. For that. That is all thanks to Kai and Robert pointing out the thing that Wakka's brother dropped. Good looking out. Let's cast Cure on her. Will it land? It landed, look at that. Darkness should reduce their evasion stat. I don't think that actually does, but it would make sense, logical sense if it did. I think everyone's had a chance to go, maybe not Auron. Alright, Lulu. It's on you. Let's get some water fury. Gonna overkill here, maybe.
Time to get down.
No overkill. Close though. Maybe if I got 9. That sounds pretty good, Q. Let me see what all I need to make that happen. I might just do that. I can do so now. Did I already sort? So. Huh. HP plus 10 is not something that I have yet. I could do HP plus 5, but I'll wait till I can get it. Or something else cool. Heal up the party, we'll apply some of these sphere grid points since we have them. I won't clear chat for that one. I think if you didn't guess that eventually we're going to be fighting Seymour, you got a long way to go. If I go up this way, I can get back into. Well, I think it's fine if Auron takes Riku's path. Everybody does it though, it's fine. It's actually kind of refreshing. Alright, so we're gonna make Wakka, you can be Wakka again. I'm sorry I doubted you, I'm sorry I made you pretend to be a black mage. Yeah. Playing the evil music all the time. Oh, yeah, that'll work, Flarewing. There's also a second tab you can click for vote requests, where you can put in a large multi-vote. But I can work off the comment too, that's fine. You're fine, Robert. I can make Kamar. No, let's stay true. Yeah, right, Chaos. Like, he walks out of the room and you're like, that guy is the final boss. Has a character ever looked so nasty? It's not. One more step. So as part of the expert sphere grid that there are just more empty nodes, is that how it is? I guess that makes sense. Now almost all the party members have steel and use, which is kind of cool. Could send her back a little ways, right? Let me figure out exactly how far she has to go. No, it's not too bad. I could send her here, break the lock, also get steel and use. So it makes it easier so you can clear them. Yeah, that makes sense. Get a whole bunch of the little, these little purple spheres that you get from the monster arena. Okay. Ow. God damn it, Bobby. Always out of a menu. No, you're fine, man. It's not a big deal. I had to mute Andrea the other day. spoiled something on accident, but I hit mute on my headset in time. I've accidentally spoiled things for Hapax and Final Fantasy XIV before. It was a natural human reaction. It's interesting to talk from a perspective of like, how do you as an intelligent person stop yourself from spoiling things for other intelligent people? Even like trying to speak in code sometimes can reveal what's going to happen to someone who's paying attention. Yep, you're good. I've got a exclamation point CLR I can enter, or the mods can enter, and that will clear chat and give a little explanation for why chat was cleared. Saying, hey, somebody posted a spoiler, no big deal. Nobody's in trouble, it happens. You just don't talk about it at all, Cappy. Take the high path. And I don't know if this ignores defense. The answer is no, it does not ignore defense, but now I know that. Yeah. Kami's game, I have it hidden on the sheet right now because it's a little complex. I had a different system for getting games onto the list before I implemented the sphere point voting system, where you would just donate directly and have a game that we'd play. But that turned out to not scale really well, right? Because like, you have a whole bunch of people who want to donate, a whole bunch of games get on the list, and they don't have time to get to all of them, and it's kind of disappointing. So Kami had requested Ogre Battle at that time. We're still playing through Ogre Battle. Like to beat Ogre Battle first, and then once it's beat, assuming that, you know, Ogre Battle 64 still has the most votes, which it almost certainly will, Ogre Battle 64 will replace Ogre Battle 1 on its time slot. If he hadn't have spent his sphere points in that way, then after beating Ogre Battle, we may have gotten Ogre Battle 64 eventually. It's especially tough, Kai, when you're like watching a game that does some kind of like foreshadowing and you want to comment on the foreshadowing. Happened to me a couple times during I was playing BioShock Infinite. People spoiled some things because they were really excited to talk about this thing that they may not have noticed in their first playthrough. It's one of those, like, once you start playing on stream, you just kind of have to accept what's going to happen.
You're worried about Yuna.
Of course I'm worried about her. What is she thinking?
The simplest answer would be, in exchange for agreeing to marry him, she hopes to negotiate with Seymour.
Negotiate what?
I wonder.
What? All by herself?
She's strong, but Seymour is the better negotiator.
Well then, why don't we do something about it?
Yuna wants it this way.
I just don't get it. Doesn't she trust us?
On the contrary, she doesn't want us caught up in whatever it is she's planning.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that makes me worry even more. She could just tell us.
That's the way she is. She's naive, serious to a fault, and doesn't ask for help.
You're probably right.
Yuna's easy to read.
Yeah, she is.
But hard to guard. Stand by her.
Auron's the man.
Always.
Yeah, Kai, I think that's a sign of good foreshadowing, good storytelling. If on a second playthrough it feels like it beats you over the head. Sometimes you're paying close enough attention that you figure it out too.
Slowpokes!
Sorry. It's funny how calm I was. Maybe it was because I'd realized that Yuna wasn't marrying Seymour for love. Not really.
Yeah, we got about 6 minutes left.
It was just her duty. Something she had to do before returning to her pilgrimage. That's what I kept telling myself anyway. And well, maybe. I realized that Yuna and I'd never, you know. Yuna, let's go.
Yeah, I have a man crush on Auron. Auron's my only waifu. I never really experienced that phenomenon. I met my real life waifu before then, before like getting into those kinds of games and shows. But Auron's a real dreamboat. I'll have his babies. Alright, so we got about 5 minutes left. I'm not going to be able to stray very far from the save point. I have time to stop, but I also just want to stop 5 minutes early, so I might go get into some random battles into the Macalania woods and come back.
Lady Yuna, it is good to see you made it through safely. And, if I may, congratulations on your betrothal.
Maester Seymour's people are expecting you.
Take that road to go to Macalania Temple.
You don't want to go down that route. No, Butters. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, the remaster, I don't know if there's any songs in it that it has favors to. We'll see. If one comes up, I'll try to be honest. Hey, Jacob Steve, how you doing? Nice, Direwolf. Yeah. This is a great title. Definitely one of my favorite Final Fantasies. I've said I like 6 the most. And then 10, 5, and 4 are tied for second place. Right. Then probably 7, 1, 3, and 12 are for the next place, and then the rest of them after that. Let's see. Let's do a Dark Luster. I think he's. Well, I think I want to lance it in, but I think I learn blue magic from this guy. He absorbs, or he takes half damage from fire and water. So I'll use something else. I don't hate 8. It is one of my least favorite Final Fantasies. I really like Disc 1 of 8 that recovers anything. I think it gets really weird really fast. And I think that the mechanic of the game is a really neat idea, the draw and junction systems, but it would have benefited from some iteration. It has a lot of problems, in that it's very easy to cheese, which I understand a lot of people, that's what they like about 8, is that it's so easy to cheese and become super overpowered. Yeah. I think it's very easy, especially on the internet, to get into a mode of this game is trash, you know, and not have a more even-handed opinion of this game has issues and here are my specific issues with it. Like, if you have issues with the game, that doesn't necessarily make it garbage. It doesn't make it like a 1 out of 10, you know, just because in comparison to the other titles you don't like it as much. But hyperbole is rampant online. What goes from I don't like the draw system to worst game ever made, like, people gotta chill is what I'm saying. Ooh, that's gonna one-shot him, isn't it? Oh, he didn't do too bad. Pretty weak against ice. I'll keep punching him. I'll get another one to learn Aqua Breath from. It's tough, Kai, because the good outlet, as you say, is the one that's much harder to have. It's certainly easier to say this game is trash, right? This game is trash. That's 4 words. It requires so many more words to have a nuanced opinion of something. So I get it. I understand why people go the easier route and just say, you know, it's bad. I don't like it. Sometimes you can use that to speak in code with people that you agree with, like when you find someone else who also dislikes, you know, Metroid Other M. It's very easy to just say Other M is a bad game. Because you know that the two of you actually have a nuanced opinion of it, and you could discuss it if you wanted to. Right, Kai? Exactly. 7's just flat up trash. Let's not even beat around the bush. If you want to talk about a garbage game, Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, Robert, Chaos Fractured Butthole, the second South Park game. I'll have to play... do we have a launch date for Fractured Butthole? I'm sure that they're secretly laughing every time I say the name of that game. I'll need to do Stick of Truth on stream. I played maybe the first 8 hours of it or so with Andrea. Oh, that's the thing that's gonna one-shot me. Guess I'm fine. Wakka and Direwolf, yeah. Oh, secret chest. Look at that. Sleepy Katesith. Ketchi, excuse me. Everybody says Katesith, I should just say that. I will try to play Stick of Truth very close to the release of Fractured Butthole. I might put it on the voting list. I can get out of here before I get another random battle, yeah? Did I just, like, lose my mind and pass the save point? Am I just an idiot? That's likely. It's 6:01, I gotta get to the save point up here and give you guys a sign off. There we go. Thought I was getting another random battle on the way. Just like, doo-doo-doo, moving on my way. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. Let me give you a heads up on what's coming up for the rest of this week. Like I said, the purpose of this channel, I'll post my mission statement. I would like to play through and beat every awesome game that's ever been made on stream and record those playthroughs onto YouTube for like a trophy belt, trophy case. That's a really lofty goal. There's too many games out there to play. I'm sure you all have the Steam library that you haven't gotten to yet. But it means job security for me. I'll always have something to stream. So Final Fantasy X is one of those games, and if you're just here for Final Fantasy X, that's totally rad. It will return next week, Monday and Tuesday. You can tune in, check the schedule below the stream to see what time specifically I'll be playing it. And if you miss it, all the videos from this channel are permanently uploaded to YouTube. You can always go back and click on the playlist button and watch through old Twitch content, watch the games that you've missed. As far as what's coming up for the rest of this week, though, tomorrow continues our franchise focus day. Is going to be Zelda. We've been playing through the full Zelda series in chronological order, starting with Skyward Sword. We beat that. Minish Cap, Ocarina of Time, Master Quest. We're now on Majora's Mask for the 3DS. When we beat it, we're transitioning into Twilight Princess. So if that's your jam, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. It'll be all day, 12 to 6 Pacific. Wednesdays are free play days, so they kind of break our usual rule of full playthroughs of single-player games. Wednesday we're going to be playing a mix of Mario Maker and Smash Brothers. I haven't 100% confirmed which one I'm going to play first. It will likely be Smash from 12 to 3 and then Mario Maker from 3 to 6. So tune in, check that out. Smash will be with viewers. Mario Maker will be playing viewer levels. So if you've made levels in Mario Maker and you're able to tune in, you can join the queue with your course ID and I will play it. If you're not going to be able to make it on Wednesday and there's just a level that you'd like to see me play, send it to me in a Twitch message and I'll add it to my queue. You can check it out on YouTube later. Thursday, we're introducing a new game. The game that won the voting list here at this link, Valkyria Chronicles. So last week, Friday, we beat Final Fantasy IX. We had this list of games that we were going to vote for. Valkyria Chronicles won the vote, so that's what we're going to play on Thursday. On Friday, the rest of the day on Thursday after Valkyria Chronicles is our sub-block. People who have subscribed on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Marstead. At the $5 or higher value, you can add a game for us to play during sub-block with no obligation to complete it. Just, here, check out this cool game, play it for an hour, move on. Some of our folks have chosen to pick a game that I'd normally consider for a full playthrough, like Legend of Legaia or Xenosaga, and just make sure that it shows up on stream by keeping it in their sub-block slot, and that's perfectly cool. Other folks like Kami have picked games that aren't really candidates for full playthroughs, like Uniracers and Maximum Carnage. Kind of weird games that are either really hard or not really, playthroughable, but are kind of cool to check out for about an hour. Both ways of doing that are cool. This Thursday we're going to see, it sounds like, Soul Blazer for the Super Nintendo from D-Rock, which is a game I would like to beat at some point. It's an Enix action RPG. Super Brothers, which is a title that's more recent. It's an indie game on the PC. It's kind of like a rhythm combat game. And then Sanguine Haze is up to pick the other one. I need to check in with him to see what game he wants me to play. Usually we would be streaming on Friday, but this weekend is TwitchCon. I've got my badge here. I'm heading out there. I live maybe 40 minutes away from the convention center. So I'll be there on Friday and Saturday, and the stream will resume next week, Monday through Friday, on a normal schedule. Nothing missing. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your Monday, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.